Well, that's it. I've just had the signal. I've just had the signal that tells me the final 7 girls have been selected. Now, this is the point where we meet those 7 girls and discover a little bit more about their personalities. Well, we all know there's nothing like a Frenchman for chatting up the girls, so will you welcome again back on stage, Monsieur Sacha Distel.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mexico. Marta, do you speak English?
No.
Oh, trouble starts for me. ¿Tú hablas inglés? No.
No.
¿Tú hablas español?
Sí.
If you excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I will try to practice my Spanish. It says on your card that you play tennis. ¿Te gusta tenis?
Sí me gusta mucho el tenis.
Sí. Le tennis, I'll say it in French also. Le tennis lui plaît beaucoup. She likes tennis. And what other hobbies do you have? ¿Qué más te gusta?
Pues me gustan muchas cosas.
Lots of things, she says. Well, that's very good. What places have you seen while you've been in London? ¿Dónde te fuiste en Londres?
¿A dónde me fui a Londres?
¿Dónde te Londres? Sí. ¿Te fuiste en Londres, en todas las partes de Londres, en este momento?
No te comprendo la pregunta.
You see, the problem is that my Spanish has been learned in Spain, and she's from Mexico. It's a different accent. That's why I can't get it. Well, anyway, we'll ask another question. Tell us about your favorite food. ¿Qué comida te gusta más?
Pues la vegetariana, o sea, vegetales me gusta mucho.
Oh, she's a vegetarian. ¿Pescados y mariscos?
Mariscos también, sí, de todo me gusta bastante.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, she loves fish and chips. Thank you very much. Miss Argentina. Silvana. ¿Tú hablas inglés?
Little.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not my night, I can tell you. Nobody speaks English here. Well, anyway, we'll try again in Spanish. Your card says that you hope to become a complete person. In what way? You look pretty complete to me already, anyway. Esta carta dice que tú quieres estar una persona completa.
Sí.
Sí, ¿de qué manera?
Para mí, lo fundamental es la parte espiritual en una persona.
Can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, with a body like this, she thinks that the greatest thing on earth is the spirit. So we'll go with this. Tell us about the choir of which you are the musical director.
Sí.
Sí?
Soy directora de coros. Estudié 13 años música.
She's been studying music for 13 years, ladies and gentlemen, and she's directing a choir. I think that's the way you pronounce it. But if I had some backing voices like this in the group, I'm sure I'd be very happy. Thank you very much, Silvana. Miss United Kingdom. Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello, Sasha.
Anne. You prefer Anne, I know.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's... Finally, I get somebody that can speak English. So I don't want you to get the impression that I can only speak Spanish, anyway. You know, you like to be called Anne. Why is it so?
Well, people have always called me Anne from a little girl, and it's very rarely somebody calls me Elizabeth, so...
Tell me a little about your hometown.
Well, it's a very small town. We have lots of farmers. It's one of the biggest farming places in
Where
the
is
world.
it?
Welshpool. It's in the do you know Shropshire? It's on the borders of
I've been around, but not that one.
Well, it's on the borders of Shropshire. And it's a
Go on,
very small
talk.
town. Sorry about that.
This is a very important number. I'll give you... Another thing I wanted... Oh, yes, it said that you are a member of the Women's Royal Voluntary Service.
Yes.
What kind of services do you give?
Well, no. This was formed during the war by Lady Pike, and I joined about 4 years ago, but I was too young to enroll, so I enrolled 2 years ago. And last year I leaded the WRVS in the Lord Mayor's Parade in London, and I'm very honoured to be a member of this. And I'm not doing it just for the people to think, oh, she's a do-gooder. I really do it.
Just before you leave us, say something in Welsh.
Siarad Cymraeg.
Whatever that means. Thank you very much, Miss United Kingdom. Miss Sweden. Of course, you speak English.
Yes, I do. I try anyway.
Because all the Swedish I know is min skål, din skål, eller vacker flickeskål.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'll tell you what it means. It means to you, to us, and to all the pretty girls, which is really the right thing to say tonight. That's all the Swedish I know. Your card says that you want to be an artist. What kind of an artist?
Well, I am dancing ballerina. I've been doing that for 14 years. And I'm studying acting, and I'm also singing. So I would like to be an entertainer.
Well, that's very good, because your card says also that you're normally very shy, but when you are on the stage, I have to read it out. They call you the circus horse. Now, why would they call you that? Why?
They do it nicely. Because I love to stand on stages, and if I got a chance, I do dancing things, and I love to...
But can you tell me what would be your idea of a perfect husband?
A perfect husband? Well, he ought to be home too and help me with everything, and I ought to have a work too. And he should be very kind to me and everybody.
Whoever you pick, I'm sure that you'll be the perfect wife. Thank you very much, Miss Sweden. Miss Australia. Denise, that's a French name, you know?
Yes, Sasha, it is.
Denise, you come from a theatrical family. Tell us about it. You weren't born in the trunk, were you?
No, were you?
No.
My father was a magician. I can't talk. My father was a magician, yes. And my mother was an acrobat and a dancer. And that's how they met. Dad offered to carry Mum's cases one day up the stairs, and voila. Is that French?
Yeah, something like this should be French. What about you becoming a vegetarian?
It sort of happened when I convinced Mum that I no longer wanted to eat meat about 3.5 years ago, because I just love animals too much. I'm a softie, and I see a cattle truck going past and I end up driving home in tears because the little eyes looking at me out of the car, or a tail's out the car or something, but
Can I say something? It also says on your card here that you take an interest in elderly people. In what way?
Well, I've always loved old people. I had a nana that was 84 years of age, and she died a couple of months ago, and I used to do her hair for her and look after her. And I just sort of visit old people's homes now and again and brighten their day up a bit, bring them flowers. And
all right, I'll have to say thank you very much, Miss Australia. Miss Switzerland. Now, you should be the one speaking French, but you're not from the French part of Switzerland, aren't you?
No, I'm not of the French part from Switzerland. I'm coming from Zurich.
Oh.
But I also speak a little English, and I think we should try it in English so that everybody can understand it.
Und können wir also German, Deutsch sprechen?
Könnten wir auch.
I was trying to practice my German, but you speak English, so we'll do it in English. Your ambition is to help children. In what way would you like to do that?
Yes, I'm studying law, and I want to become a juvenile lawyer because I really want to help children, because I think that that's the most important age, the most important part of life. It's the basis of the whole life, the childhood. And that's also why I entered this competition, because by that I also can help children.
All right, now I would like to talk about your hobbies. You've got one which is acrobatics. Could you tell us about that?
Yes, I did acrobatics, but I had to stop because I had an accident. So I had to stop it, unfortunately. I always wanted once to go to a circus, but this dream is over now.
Oh, I also started in a circus myself as a midget, but I lied about my height. It's all right. If you become Miss World, how will you deal with the army of male admirers who will follow you around all Switzerland, I'm sure, and all the world?
What? I didn't understand.
Oh, I think you will have probably lots of people following you if you get to be Miss World.
I guess. Yes. Well, I didn't think about that because for
Well,
me...
you'll have time to think about it now. Thank you very much, Miss Switzerland.
Au revoir, Sasha.
Miss Spain. Well, you see, I was right to tell my children they should speak Spanish. ¿Tú habla inglés?
No, no, nada.
No, she doesn't speak English at all. So here we are again. Well, ¿de dónde eres tú en España?
Y las Canarias. Canarias.
Oh, from the Canary Islands. That's a beautiful country. And the card says that you want to travel. Which countries would you like to see? ¿Qué países te gustaría más de visitar?
Conocer. No sé. No, no lo sé.
You haven't decided yet.
India, a lo mejor. India.
Oh. She would like to be in India, to go and visit India. Would you like to come in France? ¿Te quieres de venir en Francia si yo soy el chaperón?
Sí, yes.
I didn't know you were understanding Spanish, all of you here. Well, thank you very much, Miss Spain. We have the final 7, from which our judges must nominate the one they feel most suited to wear the mantle of greatness. And as they reach the decision, which will lift some lucky young lady from the heart of London to the top of the world, we wish them well in their deliberations and say thank you to the girls. Would you please lead the way off Miss Mexico?